The air was dead, and the water shone dully under a waxing gibbous moon, but the midnight 15 shipping forecast was bad. An Atlantic depression off the west coast of Ireland was moving quickly east. There were gale warnings out for half the British sea areas, including Plymouth. The gale arrived in time for breakfast, a warm, wet southwesterly blowing up from Biscay. Funneled by the hills on either side of the estuary, it came roaring through like a train. Within minutes, it had transmuted the water into frothy cappuccino. The boat thrummed and shivered on its moorings. Below, it felt as if one were squatting in the sound-box of an out-of-tune harp, with every shroud vibrating on a slightly different note, and the wooden frame answering the shrouds with a long, low, sympathetic groan. Outside, the two thick ropes which held the boat at the bows were as rigid as if they'd been cast in steel. It was all quite safe, but it meant a spell of enforced retirement from the world. There was no question of rowing ashore. The inflatable dinghy would have been blown straight upstream into the middle of Devonshire. So I gave myself up to a bunga-lonely life of pipe and slippers, pottering about the library, feeding the stove with charcoal, making a ritual to-do about having 11s at 11 and lunch sharp at 1. At intervals I went above to watch the wind harrowing the water. Yesterday's birds, it seemed, had all been blown away. In the library I found one trophy to copy into my notebook. In Charles Darwin's The Voyage of the Beagle, there was a disenchanted account of his short stopover in the Falklands. This archipelago is situated in nearly the same latitude with the mouth of the Strait of Magellan. It covers a space of 120 by 60 geographical miles, and is a little more than half the size of Ireland. After the possession of these miserable islands had been contested by France, Spain, and England, they were left uninhabited. The government of Buenos Aires then sold them to a private individual, but likewise used them, as Spain had done before, for a penal